This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
Ending laws and nothing will happen.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day. Mature, intelligent talk every morning. Spice up yourself. Mornings done right. 94.4 Spice FM, Nairobi.
We have a conversation this morning, and we are having a conversation around the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon. And even as we continue looking into what it entails for this year, Joyce Kibe is here, Elizabeth Wangi, Betty Carrier-Kim, and we are looking at issues around it. So, let's look into it, Joyce. Just coming back to you, as we said, we're coming off from the break. When we look at the marathon and all the ecosystems and everything around it, there are certain things now that folks are saying, okay, well, it's just in Nairobi. Folks who are not in Nairobi maybe either have to travel to Nairobi, but we also know that in previous years we could actually run in Mombasa, run in Kisumu. Is that the same thing this year?
Okay, cool. So this year we're going to have a big warm-up race in October 19th. It's going to be happening in Mombasa. So that's a pre-marathon race. And if you're not able to come to Nairobi for the main marathon on the 26th, you're more than welcome to Mombasa. We'll be giving out medals, and we plan to have a really great experience. So that's what we'll do. We'll also have it in Nairobi on the 26th October. So 2 centers, Nairobi and Mombasa this year. Yes, dates 19th as well as 26th.
And does it all count to the main marathon?
Yes, it does. It does count. The main marathon is on Sunday. We always have it the last Sunday of October, so 26th of October. Please be there on time. It will be an interesting, exciting experience. Yes.
Every year for the marathon, there's a different theme. Although it goes towards the future makers, there's a theme. Like this one, obviously, the emphasis is around women.
Yes.
How have we seen, and even as we now segue to Elizabeth, how have we seen that, or how do we hope to see that from the proceeds of this, that it will impact and affect the lives of women and the different things that they do?
So the first thing I can say we see is when we look at the numbers, we look at how many women are joining the races, and if they're joining the races, which races do they want to participate in? I can say 10 kilometers and 5 kilometers is where most women want to play. And what we've done is we've put in programs, training programs with various coaches, whereby we encourage people to sign up and start training for the marathons. And we've seen a surge, especially from recreational runners, running clubs, joining these training programs to be ready. And then you see more and more women registering for it, training from either 5, 10, 21 or a full marathon. That's one of the things that we are seeing coming through. And I think by putting these things in place, we are getting the numbers to come up higher, to rise. The second thing is also telling the story about where are we taking all this money. And it's through Future Makers. We're always showcasing all our programs. There's something we do every year, which is our sustainability report, launching the sustainability impact report. And it's just showcasing what are the sustainable programs that we're doing across Standard Chartered, be it in our operations, be it in our business, as well as our communities. So one of the things I can say is we have very many programs. We have, for example, with vendors, we do promote women-owned vendors to participate with Standard Chartered. And then secondly, the community programs like Future Makers, what we're doing, we're encouraging the women. So impact is felt all around within the marathon, and we continue to do that as Standard Chartered. Yeah.
So Elizabeth, how do you feel knowing that this program that you joined, bearing in mind the impact that it has given to you, and in that same line, what would you tell to a businesswoman who is out there who wants to start a business, and you want to inform them how you joined the program, how it has impacted you, and how you look at the future of your business?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So for me, the program has been a game changer for me because, my background is not in business or in tech. Actually, I'm an architect by profession, but I happen to be in a different field. It's not just me. Even most of the people that I graduated with, I work in a different field from what they studied in school. And you find that there are so many challenges. For me, even before I joined the program, I was feeling stuck. I wasn't so confident because I'm in a different field. I was always doubting myself. So the program really gave me the confidence that I needed, that I'm on the right path, I'm doing things in the right way. And one of the things that I learned from the program that has really helped us to take the next step in our business was the idea that we need to diversify. It's not something that I knew at that point, but in business, I was feeling like we are stuck. There's something we need to know, but I don't know what that we need to do to take the next step, but I wasn't sure what that was. So when I joined the program, I was told that we need to diversify because we used to just have Mama Fua, which is you place an order and you get a vetted and trained cleaner, the same way you do with an Uber, and that's it. But it was limiting in terms of how many women you could take on, because it's only one thing that we are doing, and a lot of women wanted to join us. So we're able to diversify where we have a variety of services, but still in the cleaning sector. So for example, we are working with the Airbnb customers who hire these women on permanent basis. So what this does for us as a business, it helps us to take on more women. In terms of these women, it gives them consistency in their work. So imagine you've moved from doing like on demand to having like a permanent position where you're earning a higher income. You're able to plan your income, and with this we're finding that most of these women are able even to save some of their surplus income. We have a few of our women who have actually transitioned from Gwiji to starting their own small businesses, and I would say this is because of the program. I didn't just get the business skills that I was lacking, I also got some funding. So with that I was able to launch a new app with all these new services, where now as a business we're able now to increase our revenue almost 2 times what we were making before. In terms of customers, we're giving them more value, because previously somebody would say, I don't need a mama fua, maybe I have a house girl, but you have a carpet, you need it cleaned. So that's where Gwiji comes in. So we are getting more referrals, and it has really taken us to the next level. And on a personal level, as a business lady, as a young lady who has faced so many challenges, I felt it helped me overcome a lot of barriers that I had. So to other women out there, you know, if you want to start a business, or you're already in business and you're struggling, especially like right now where times are very hard for many people, I would say don't be afraid to say that you're struggling, and at the same time look for networks. For me, I knew I needed somebody to take me to the next level, and that's why I looked for this program. And once I got in, I took full advantage to be able to take the lessons that I needed to take my business to the next level. So I'll tell all women who are watching me, if you're struggling, don't think it's only you. That's very normal in business. So ask for help. And I just say, like they say in the Bible, you know, I'm a Christian, like knock and the door will be opened for you. Seek for networks like Women in Tech that can be able to take you to the next level.
So, Betty, even as you helping people get prepared, we're looking at the physical part of it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to think, okay, well, you know, we could have the thought that, okay, I'm not doing too badly off, maybe walking every now and then. Must you actually run the thing in preparation for the segment that you want to run in?
said in the grounds or in the stadium, so we take care of you. But if we see that you have an injury, we always refer you. We always refer you to a physio, and that's where I come in.
And what about recovery? Even just recovery from running this thing, it's not, you may not be injured, but you spent some time,
Yeah, the stretches.
Yeah.
We do stretches on you, but we also advise you on how you're going to do stretches at home, just in case you have you're feeling so much pain. That's where we have ice baths. We advise you on what you can do immediately after the marathon. If you have too much pain, we advise you on the stretches. Specialists like a physiotherapist, then we refer you to them. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you said 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're in September. And so if you haven't really started for training for the marathon by now, is it too late?
No, it's not too late, because let me tell you, walking, this marathon is not necessarily that you're going to go show up and run. Some people don't have the capacity to run at the moment, but some can walk. And again, there are different distances. So 100% what I'm going to do is to prepare you mentally to show up for the marathon. I'll prepare you mentally, so that when you show up in the marathon, you are confident on yourself. And it's never too late. Yeah, it's never too late to sign up for the marathon.
So, looking at the broader community, what lessons have you learned from the role that the marathon, Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon, plays in impacting the community engagement, the fitness, before and after?
What I've seen with the broader community, the marathon has really helped us. You see, let me assume I'm a first timer. When you go there and there's a lot of interaction with different people, that is one. And then you all start challenging yourself during the marathon. So the win is that everyone has been brought here with one cause, to move your body. So the impact that it has put before the marathon is you are fit. You become fit, or you become intentionally prepared for the marathon. So the fitness journey is already a win for you, and the health journey is already a win for you, because when you're fit, you're in good health, or healthy and you're healthy. You're in good health and you're fit. Yeah. So, and the broader community, when you say what's the win with the after the marathon, is that we'll see people intentionally continuing doing the walks. They will be repeat runners. They will maybe start going to the gym, because it's a win. Actually, I usually say, like, it turns out to be a little bit addictive to keep fitness. When you keep fit, you start having good problems, being addicted to good things.
Yeah. That's interesting, because Joyce, I mean, yes, you head of brand and corporate, but at the same time, you mentioned that you ran.
Yes.
You ran in a couple of marathons already. So is that true that now it kind of sticks? It becomes part of you. You want to keep fit, even if the marathon is a year away. You want to keep. It becomes a lifestyle?
It becomes a way of life, and I can just demonstrate. So, I mean, before I even enrolled in Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon, I had no clue, like, okay, probably I need to have a formula, and the formula is running 4 days a week, and you run between 45 to about 75 minutes. It's about time as opposed to distance. And before that, I just used to do, I'll do 2, I'll do 5, But now I have a proper structure. I know, for example, Friday is supposed to be hill work, because if I don't do hill work training, when I go to the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon, there's a slope, and I'll be in so much pain if I've not trained for it. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, it's a weekend, you do a long run, which is approximately 120 minutes. So you see, all these lessons I have learned through Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon, just training myself and being able to do it. Now, even after the marathon, I still continue. I reduce the time I'll run, but I make sure that 4 days a week I'll be out there running. And sometimes I'm lazy, I'll walk, which is perfectly okay. For me, the most important thing is by doing exercise, it improves my mental well-being, and it just makes me a better person, and I'm sharper and more alert. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, how do you feel knowing that because of this marathon and all these things, people are getting ready, people are training, people are running 120 minutes on a Saturday morning, and look at all these, different things that are happening for people to come together. How do you feel that because of that, it has impacted a business that you've then been able to work on, has birthed a business that you've been able to work on and can impact other people?
Yes, it feels very great. It feels like it's Kenyans doing everything they can to support Kenyans, because they also know there's an agenda to empower other business by them coming for the marathon. So for me, it feels like it's Kenyans who have put their all to be able to come for the marathon, support other businesses. And for me, especially in business, it gives me that strength that even when I want to give up, I remember that Kenyans have given everything they can to come for this marathon and support me and other businesses. So that's like very empowering for me. I feel supported. I feel like I have all the tools, and Kenyans are really rooting for me to win. So that makes a big difference for me, and I'm sure for the other women that are beneficiary, because they know we don't want to let Kenyans down. Kenyans have given you all the tools. So for us, it gives us that power to continue making more impact. Even my fellow cohort members, all of them, we have one thing in common. We are all having impactful businesses that are also giving back to other Kenyans. For example, for me, Kenyans are able to give me through like the support they offer, we support we get from women in tech, and through that support that I'm able to empower. So I also feel that responsibility that I have to use this support that I've gotten to be able to empower other Kenyans. So it's very powerful, and I think even for other women who are part of my cohort, that we are constantly in communication, it's something that keeps them going and a constant motivator. Yeah.
So maybe let me ask that cuts across. Now that you are a beneficiary and a direct beneficiary, you understand that every year there's this marathon, and your business, it being that it has benefited. Do you, at a personal level, feel the need to every year maybe set some finances aside from your business to just ensure that maybe some of your employees, maybe some of your mamafuas who cannot afford to pay, do you feel like you need to also give back to society? And also, again, in terms of the fitness, do you take it as a challenge and maybe feel like this is my time to also go give to another Kenyan the same way that I've been given, the same way that I would call you rotate the empowerment from me, the beneficiary, to another beneficiary, and then that beneficiary now the next time will be a beneficiary to the other one.
Yeah.
Does it go round?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because for me, the first time I went for the marathon, I was working for a corporate, and they wanted to empower us as employees, and that's how they paid for us, and we went for the marathon, and it was a very empowering moment. We were able to bond as employees. I even interacted with some employees that I had not interacted in that place that I was working previous to Gwiji. So for me at Gwiji, I feel like I also need to give back. And one thing we normally do, the team from Gwiji, they normally come for the marathon. For example, last year we were displaying, but the team that was not part of the booth, they were also participating in the marathon. Some of them were in the 10 kilometers and 21 kilometers. But for me, even goes beyond the marathon. Anywhere I feel I can give back, for me, I'm very much open, because I know these are the initiatives that are helping businesses move forward and creating impact in the society. So for me, anything that involves giving back, I'm all about it. And for me, it's also deeper, because for me, I come from a very humble background. Like, I grew up in the slums, and that's why I do the work that I do. This is the work that my mother used to do to support me, and it was through this work and also other people supporting her that I was able to get an education. So for me, giving back means everything. And even me doing Gwiji is also giving back to my community, because I finished campus and I realized that nobody had come to save these women. And I knew people were sleeping hungry because their mothers are really putting themselves out there, but they're not getting work. So I felt like I also need to come back and do something for the community, and that's how I founded Gwiji.
Are you going to run in the marathon this year?
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Yeah.
What would be your message? I'm going to ask it to Betty and Joyce. What would be your message to folks who are preparing for the marathon this year? Actually, let's start with Betty. What would be your message to people who are preparing? I know one of the things people think we can, buy new shoes and wear them on the day of the marathon.
There's always a first time in showing up. When you show up, that's how we showing up for the marathon. But there's always a first time, and everyone has done mistakes in running. Me, being a professional, I've also been ignorant and I've faced the consequences of being of not preparing well for a marathon. But the win in this is always not being a better person the next time, because for me, I've really won mentally, especially when it comes to running marathons, preparing for marathons and all that. But the message I always give people is that no matter what, when you show up for that marathon, trust me, it's going to change your life in one way or another. Physically, mentally, you've impacted someone else's life. Trust me, you're going to impact someone else's life, who is going to impact someone else's life. It's a chain. Yeah. Actually, for me as a runner, I'm a total beneficiary of my clients who really plugged me in many things, and that's where it has been a win for me. They plugged me in with a coach. They plugged me with a please sign up for this club. This club plugged me for with a race to do, and that's where I've gotten to where I am, and it's a win for me.
Yeah.
So showing up for the marathon is a win. It's a win.
It's a win.
Yeah.
Joyce?
My parting shot would be, I'd like to encourage everyone to show up. We are going to be 30,000 of us on 26th of October. It's going to be great fun. And every step that you'll be taking, you'll be improving someone's life. You'll be impacting someone's life. So show up and let's run further. Together we run further for the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon.
Remind us how we're registering for this, and up until when do folks get to register, and what do you register for?
All right. So log into nairobimarathon.com. Registration is currently open. We are currently at 17,000 registrations. We're going to close at 30,000. So I'm pretty sure it's going to close up pretty soon. Please register. I do not want anyone to be left behind. So register as soon as you can. You can sign up for 42, 21, 10 or 5 kilometers. There's going to be good fun. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So, and that's a question about the shoes, because it's a big one. Why can't I? Yeah, the shoes is a question.